I've got your energy stories for the second week of October 2022. Well, let's start with carbon and hydrocarbons. Last week, the world's largest insurer, Munich Re, announced a more stringent approach to investing in and underwriting oil and gas projects, indicating that as of October 2023, it will no longer invest or insure in projects in new oil and gas fields or midstream oil infrastructure. As money continues to move away from these sectors, they will become harder to both finance and insure. Moving to electromobility, North American logistics operator Pride Group Enterprises ordered 250 Daimler Freightliner heavy-duty electric trucks, including 200 e-Cascadia and 50 EM2s trucks. Deliveries to start mid-2023. These new e-trucks will be available for short and long-term rental in the U.S. with battery pack options from 194 to 440 kilowatt hours and a maximum range of 230 miles. Well, Volvo will be increasingly offering bidirectional charging in the coming years with the first V2G capable model, the EX90. Volvo's vehicles will support bidirectional charging via both AC and DC and will be able to both charge and discharge at 11 kilowatts. In Europe, auto rental car company Sixt and Chinese electric vehicle maker BYD have signed an agreement for up to 100,000 BYD electric cars over the next 6 years to be available to Sixt. The first vehicles, the Atto 3 model, have a 60 kilowatt hour battery and about 260 miles of range, and they'll be supplied in Q4 of this year. The new electric fleet will be rolled out in Germany, France, the Netherlands, and the UK. On the battery front, U.S. fast charge battery company EnPower has opened its 800 megawatt hour, 92,000 square foot plant in Indianapolis to produce advanced lithium-ion batteries. The plant may expand to 1 gigawatt hour with batteries to be deployed in a variety of technologies, including EVs, outdoor lawn and power equipment, recreational vehicles, drones, and marine and aviation applications. In another battery story, the Labor Department issued a report last week stating that Chinese batteries may be supported by child labor and that they would be added to a list of goods made with materials known to be produced with child or forced labor under 2006 human trafficking law. This is a result of cobalt sourced from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where children have been found working at some mining sites. China owns some of Congo's largest cobalt mines and is the largest processor of cobalt. Well, long-duration reverse rust battery company Form Energy has no cobalt in its tech, and it just closed on an additional $450 million worth of financing. It will use the money to beef up its staff, continue tech validation and testing, and move into commercial mode. Form will also shortly announce a location for its first factory, with 3 states on the short list. Key factors: land, labor, and logistics. In the power sector, Duke Energy is proposing to allow large customers to contract with Duke Energy's 2 South Carolina utilities to access locally sourced environmental attributes, including renewable energy credits from utility-owned generation assets, as well as third-party owned assets. They could also include energy storage options. Duke's Renewable Choice Program would be one of the first such programs in the country for hourly matches of clean energy with customer demands, if approved by regulators. Moving to Europe's grid, Belgium's transmission system operator has presented draft plans for, quote, the world's first artificial island. The tiny 12-acre landmass of sand reinforced with concrete will be over 25 miles offshore, supporting up to 3,500 megawatts of wind development and serving as a hub for connections with Denmark and the UK power grids. California startup SolarCycle will partner with residential solar giant Sunrun in recycling components of used solar panels. SolarCycle says it can reclaim about 95% of the high-value elements, including silver, silicon, copper, and aluminum. A report from the National Renewable Energy Laboratory says the U.S. may be dealing with up to 1 million metric tons of solar waste by 2030. And one estimate has related recyclable materials from solar panels worth over $2.7 billion by that date. And finally, Consolidated Edison announced it will sell its ConEdison Clean Energy Businesses to RWE Renewables Americas in a deal valued at $6.8 billion. What do the Germans know that we apparently don't? Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching.